live every single Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. Yes, it's a lot of fun. So I was just copying down a bunch of the questions that came in. You guys know you can submit them in advance through PayPal or Venmo, or you do it live through PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat, just a FYI. So some came in at the last minute. I was just copying them down. All right, so a lot is happening here, a lot of different changes. If you don't know who I am, my name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic, and I feel into the energies of the cards. My website is ancientoakpsychicarts.com. All this information is in the description below. You can go to my website if you'd like to sign up for the newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page. There, it will go ahead and let you know what is happening. Let me put this over here. What's happening as far as upcoming classes, and then also to see my itinerary, because you know I'm going to New Zealand, Australia, and of course I'm going to Tasmania. I cannot wait. I'm really excited. That's going to be the end of May. So if you'd like to book a personal reading with me while I'm there, it's going to be very limited. I'm just going to do 1, maybe 2 readings a day because I'm there to see the country and to meet people. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely sign up for the newsletter. You have first shot at it before I open it up on Tarot Tuesday or Tarot Thursday. On my website, you can also book a personal reading with me now, wherever you are in the world. I also have a missing person consultation, and you can go to my learning center and see that. That is a new addition. That's where the 16-week manifestation masterclass is going to be. That's also where my 4-week online tarot masterclass is also going to be. I only teach it live twice a year, once in March and once in October, but so many people requested it, but they're in different time zones, and Sunday did not work for them to do it live. I'm going to go ahead and upload it so you can do it at your own pace, at your own time. I also do private lessons. If you don't know, that's one-on-one tarot lessons, raise your vibration, and manifestation lessons. You can book that through the site. And what else to tell you? I am on YouTube and Rumble. I read for all signs for Zodiac readings. I haven't done a love reading or the money and career reading for a while because not many people were watching them. Everyone seems to really want the Zodiac reading, so I just haven't done them for a while. I think I'll do some love readings soon. That seems to be really popular. And then I go live twice a week on Tuesdays, Tarot Tuesday, which is where you are right now, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. And also I go live for tarot readings live Thursdays, and it was 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Thursday will be the last time I do it at 7 p.m. Moving forward, starting in April, it is going to be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because I have clients and viewers from different parts of the world, and I want to give everybody a chance to see me go live. So I'm going to try 10 a.m. and see how that goes. I also read for, as you know, your sun, moon, rising sign, Venus sign for a love reading. And what else to tell you? That's probably it, really. I'm ready to rock and roll. I had a bunch of questions come in, so I hope there's a lot of people watching. I know people messaged me and said they're going to have to watch it in the replay, that they're busy today. And I know we have a lot of regulars that show up and they post super chats. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And let me know if tonight's show resonates with you, especially after the video is over. If you could leave a comment after that, that would be great. And let me know where in the world you're watching from. Like I said, I've got clients and viewers all over the world, and I'd like to know because I'm going to go everywhere throughout the United States and around the world. I'm going to start traveling again. I took some time off, and I can't wait to get back to it. So that being said, at the end of tonight's, if you're new here, at the end of tonight's show, I'm going to do a general reading for our soul tribe. So look for that. That'll be at the very end. And that's for people watching live in the replay or whenever this video finds you. And a special thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate your love and support. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. This channel is really blowing up. I really appreciate it. All right, here we go. And let me just see if anyone's in the chat. All right. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you here. Hi, Marta. And hey, Ken. You want the love readings? Okay. All right. I'll bring it back after this segment of the Zodiacs. I'll go and I'll do some love readings. All right. Hello from New York. Hello. Nice to have you here. All right. Hi, Christy. Nice to see you. Hi, Teresa. Lovely. All right. So I got 2 rules for tonight. I have to abide by them myself. The first one, the general guidelines for the live tarot readings. The first one is 1 question per show. I know people will come in like halfway through and they don't know the rules. So, I'm just going to humor them and then let them know. So you might see me answer 2. The second one is no bad language or topics. Keep it family friendly for YouTube. Now that's hard for me. I'm a free thinker and I'm used to talking like an adult and being able to say whatever I want. But it's YouTube, so there's censorship, so we have to be careful. So I have to remind myself of that too. And you can submit your questions before and during the show. They will be answered live. So Ken is my moderator tonight, and he can go ahead and help you out too if you're in the chat to let you know how to post a question. I prefer if you could do PayPal or Venmo, just because they don't take such a substantial amount out. You can do Super Chat, it's no big deal, but they take 40%. So that's why I prefer PayPal or Venmo, but I know everybody doesn't have it, and I don't want to stop you from answering or asking a question at all. But I just want to say, if you can do that, that's preferable. So you would go to www.paypal.me/Alison A. Wagner. And then for Venmo, it's going to be the @ Alison and then -Wagner-92120. And then you'll see a picture of me on there, the one that's on the website. All right. Here we go. Disclaimer, this is going to be for YouTube and for Rumble. This is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist. I do not give financial or medical advice. All right, here we go. First one up. This is Linda, and Linda's been asking a question like every single week for Tarot Tuesday and Thursday ever since I started going live. She's one of my first clients I ever had, and she's been with me this whole time. So her question is, and it's the same one she had last time, says, my brother is dealing with several health issues. Can you pull a couple of cards regarding his health? I absolutely can. All right. All right, this is for Linda's brother. Okay, we have the King of Wands, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Death card. Okay, so let me show you the cards. We have the King of Wands, the Hierophant, and we have the Death card. So what this is saying about his health is that everything he has is inside of him. He has the will to power to go ahead and recover from this, but it's definitely going to take an effort. He's going to have to really take some action on it, and he's going to have to make things happen. He's going to have to insist on things in the medical community. He can't just passively sit by. This is the king of action. This is the king of being bold and assertive and using his charm and charisma to make things happen. So maybe you're going to have to work with the doctors, the nurses, people doing the tests, whatever you're going to have to do. You definitely need to step up and make sure things are being handled in the right manner. We also have the Hierophant. This is telling me this is the tree of knowledge. This is the oldest one in this deck. And this is really telling me that I feel that your brother is getting divine downloads. He's getting, I feel like he's getting support from his guardian angels and from his guides, but he's definitely getting divine downloads directly from spirit. And this is really telling me that I think that, how do I say this? I think that he's preparing him for something it's like you're getting right with God, kind of a feeling. I feel that this is your brother getting a lot of information. I feel like he's getting divine downloads on stuff, whatever those downloads might be. It's definitely coming through in his dreams, maybe even in daydreams, but it's that feeling of getting right with God. I don't feel like your brother's done anything bad. I'm just saying, I think that there's like a type of communication going on. And so that is definitely happening, especially if he might, excuse me, if I almost feel like if he's fading in and out of a type of consciousness, that's when he might be meeting God, spirit guides. It's that kind of energy that's coming around this card. We also have the Death card. So this is just a reminder that time is finite and that it is important to really not let anything slide when we're talking about a medical issue, that time is of the essence. So that's going to tell me that, again, I think this happened last week. I don't know why my throat's this way. I have my throat tea here. I've been talking all day. That's part of it. But I think that with your brother, what I'm getting is that, like let's say they say it's gonna take 2 weeks for us to get you on the books for a test to find out what's going on. That's not good enough. This card is telling me that time is finite and it really needs to be happening a lot sooner. I'm not saying, like, this is the death card, but I'm not saying that there's a literal death. I'm just saying things need to be speeded up for him. That's what this card is also saying. So you just can't like let things linger and let a lot of time go by. Things need to happen a little quicker. But this is also releasing what no longer serves you. And I feel like he's releasing the illness that no longer serves him. I don't feel like this is death. That I do not feel, but he's definitely having communication with spirit. He's definitely getting right with God about something, but it's not in relationship to death. It's about other things that are going on or within him. Wow, Linda, thank you for your question. I appreciate it. All right, I hope that goes well. All right, so I see a super chat. Let me go ahead and switch over here, and then I'll go back to the questions. Okay, Addy Gaddy, okay. I pod my question. I don't know what that means. Okay, I pod my question. Okay. Will I be interviewed and for the resolution specialist position at NCL, and will I be fired before I do get hired if I get the job offer at NCL? Thank you. I think you asked that before. That sounds familiar. Okay, it's kind of complicated. Okay. Will I be interviewed for the resolution specialist position at NLC? And will I be fired before I do get hired if I get the job offer at... Okay. Oh my God, I don't know why I can't get that clear in my head. I think it's because okay. Will I be interviewed for a resolution specialist position at NLC? All right, let's do that first. That's just, I just have to do it like that. All right. I can't do long questions for this. Okay, so will I be interviewed for the resolution specialist position at NCL? We've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Four of Pentacles, and we've got the Page of Spells. So when I ask a yes or no question, and the first card that comes out is a yes, basically it's an ace. So this is the Ace of Cups. But then we also have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Wands. So will you be interviewed for the resolution specialist? Yes, you will. This is the Ace of Cups. So this is talking about you being in the flow. You have to be in that right vibration. This is the card of love. That's a card of your emotions, your intuition, and your connection to source. So you have to be in the flow, that mind, body, soul, going up to source. You need to be in that flow. If you are blocking that, which is what this card is doing, that means you're not going to be in the flow and you're not going to be attracting that. So this card is all about flow. It's about you being in a loving vibration. It's about you being loved, whether people around you know it or not. You are in that loving vibration. The flip side is you have this other card. Will you be interviewed? Yes, you need to unblock anything that you've got going on. So this is you blocking change. That says that there's something going on where you're holding on to something so tight that you are not in the flow when you're doing that. You've got a big blockage. Traditionally, this is the gentleman holding the pentacle like this, and he is not able to move it. So this is you blocking the flow. So when this happens, this is for you to catch yourself and stop it and do something to switch up where your mind is at. That way you can continue to go back into the flow and stay in the flow, right? Because we all have emotions. So catch yourself when that happens. The last card that's here is this Page of Wands. This is talking about being bold and courageous and taking that first step to self-actualize. So it's you taking that step. So you said, will I be interviewed for the resolutions? But yes, you will. And then put it out there. Put it out into the universe that is what you're going to do. You are going to be interviewed. So the other part of your question is, and will I be fired before I do get hired. Okay, if I get the job offer. Okay. And will you be fired before? So that's actually 2 questions. I just want to let you know, but I'm going to go ahead and answer it for you. All right. So will you be fired before you get hired? All right. So here you go. Will you be fired before you get hired? We've got the 10 of Wands. We've got the King of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so what this is telling me is, yes, I think that there's a high probability that you will get fired. This is the 10 of Wands. So this is really telling me that I think that you're spent at your job, basically. I think that it's really coming to an end. It's a burnout. I think it's no longer enjoyable. I think that it's reached its last end. With the 10 of Wands, it's kind of like taking on so many burdens that you're over it. So I think that this is your whole energy around that job. So yeah, you have a probability of getting fired, but we also have the King of Pentacles with the Hermit and all 4 aces. So what this card is telling me, and I'm just going to summarize this very quickly, is that this is telling me that I think that if you did get fired, it would be a blessing in disguise. I think that it feels like it's one of those moments where if it did happen, right, this is telling me that there's a high probability that all those new beginnings are going to come in, because that's all 4 aces. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. They're all gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings. It might not feel good to go through that, but I think once you let the dust settle and you step back from it, you will feel very grateful that that happened, because it freed you up and it allowed something bigger, better, and more beautiful to come in for yourself. So that's part of it, because the last card here is the 4 of Wands. It's time to celebrate. This is you walking through a portal, and it allows you to have a lot of freedom. So I feel that it's a time for you to really celebrate and embrace that. Either way, whether you lose the job, get fired before you get the other job. If you get the other job, then I think it's a blessing in disguise either way. So thank you for your question. I hope that answered it. Hey, Lynn, nice to see you here. And okay. Yes, it is. It's messing with everything that's technological. Thank you, Addy Gaddy. Hey, Lauren, nice to see you. All right. So here we go. The next question, these were submitted in advance if you're new. This one is from Velma, and Velma is another person that submits a question every single week for Tuesday and Thursday. And Velma, I love you for it. I think you're fab. And here's Velma's question. Happy Tuesday, Alison. Am I a narcissist? I laughed when I saw this come in. And thank you. Love you tons, Velma. And then she says, my husband says I am. Well, let's see what his little agenda is on this, Velma. Thank you for your question. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. All right. What do the cards want to say on that? That made me laugh. All right. Are you a narcissist? This is for Velma. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. We've got the Hanged Man and the 4 of Cups. No, you are not a narcissist. 4 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the 4 of Cups. But I don't feel that you're very happy right now. We've got these 2 cards that are saying that I think that you're very frustrated with something that's going on in your life right now, and that's bringing up some blockages, and it's hard for you to get through this particular chapter right now. But let me go ahead and get into it. So the first card out is the Four of Pentacles. And this is talking about a blockage. You're blocking some type of change that's coming in. This is a stubborn, stuck kind of energy. And this is really saying that I feel that you're stuck in something right now, and it's very frustrating for you. And it's locking something up, and it's preventing movement and change to come in. It could be that you're locked in on a person, place, thing, idea, an action, but you're just locked. And I feel like that's preventing you being in the flow. Like I was saying before, you want that mind, body, soul to be in that flow, to be in that position of neutrality. I do not feel like you're in a position of neutrality at all. What this card is saying is that you've got a blockage. Spirit is saying to take this time out. This is the Hanged Man. If you step back and you choose to take a time out from whatever issues are going on right now and have that moment to reflect, that you would gain a lot of insight into it, and you would come out reborn as this dragonfly on the other side. But this is going into this time of suspension. This is a wizard, and he is in this liquid amber in a tree. He does not come out until he has the answers that he's looking for. And then he is able to get out of this moment of suspension. It's not like it's just one of those things where you really need to take a time out, step back. Maybe you need a vacation or a staycation, just a couple of days by yourself somewhere. You get a cabin out in the woods, go to the beach, wherever you are at, whatever is fun for you, just to take a couple of days off and to really spend that alone time to get some answers for yourself. Because the other card that's here is the Four of Cups. Both of these are fours. And this one, you can see the look on their faces. He is missing the gifts and blessings from the universe. He's got beauty all around him, but he doesn't care and he can't see it because he's stuck in a funk. So this is something that's coming in for you. I think that there's something about you being stuck in something that's not just emotional, but it's also in the 3D. Because we've got Pentacles and the Cups here. And something's telling me that you are, I just keep getting stuck. Both of these cards are stuck. This is stuck in suspension. So there's something that you've latched onto that needs to shift for you. So that's why I was saying if you could leave for a couple of days on vacation, that would be a physical movement out of stuckness. And that might allow you to get more clarity, like literally being away from a situation and to just like spend time with yourself, to do something fun. Take yourself out on a date. Maybe go see friends and family that are very uplifting for you, because these are lower vibrational cards. And there's something that you need to get your vibration up. You need to have a good time, go out and celebrate life. So do something fun, but you also need to gain some type of enlightenment. So Velma, that's what the universe has to say for you. And no, you are not a narcissist. So I'm sorry he said that to you. All right, but thank you for your question. I hope that helps. Okay, so we have, the next question is from Bill. Hi, Colette. All right. Here we go. So the next one is from Bill, and he says, hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me today? Okay, that's someone that watches my videos, because that's my question when I start for the Zodiacs. Thanks, Bill. P.S. I love your Taurus video. Thank you. Thank you. That was a good one. All right. Here we go. All right, this is for Bill. What does the universe want to tell him today? Oh, my God. First card out is the Sun card, the most positive card in the deck. Then we have the Five of Wands, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so these are your cards, Bill. Beautiful cards. Okay, so what this is telling me is that this is you following your heart, following your inner child. You're headed towards the light. You're doing everything that is positive, that is optimistic. It's you striving for things that bring you joy and beauty into your life. This is really telling me that that brings you a lot of success. This is going to be giving you a lot of physical and emotional health with what it is that you're striving for. I feel like you're going to have a lot of success in this world. I feel that you're able to walk through this portal and just keep striving. I feel like you have a lot going for you, and this is just icing on the cake. That's the energy. It's kind of like you've been here in the sun energy for a long time. I don't feel like it's something that's just recent. I feel like you have been here for maybe a couple of years. I feel like that's almost your norm. Then we have the 5 of Wands. This is talking about having some healthy competition. I feel that you surround yourself with people. Oh my God, my nose. You surround yourself with people that are healthy competition. So for example, let's say you play tennis. You want to play with people that are your equal or better because they allow you to sharpen your skill set. So I feel with whatever industry that you're in, maybe it is investment trading, maybe it's real estate, maybe you flip homes, whatever it might be, that healthy competition keeps you sharp and it keeps you on top of your game because you are definitely on top of your game. And then we also have the 3 of Pentacles as the last card. You really thrive in this environment, working together as a team, having this type of community. Everyone has, they know their role and they enjoy the work that they do together. This is a really strong foundation for you. And this tells me that you really thrive in that environment, whether you work alone or in a team. But there's definitely something, you know, whether you're working alone against other people in a friendly way, or whether you work as a team, it really works out for you. You're just loving your life. That's what the universe wants to tell you, is to just keep going. Oh my God, how beautiful. Thank you, Bill. All right, so the next one is from Tori. And Tori writes, will my job transfer come through? Thanks, Tori. Thank you for your question, Tori. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I am actually going to switch decks really quick. All right. And these are all cleansed and shuffled, and I meditate before I even go live, so they are good to go. All right, so this is for Tori. Will my job transfer come through? All right. We've got the 9 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Magician. Yes, it will, but you are worrying and worrying and worrying. We've got the 9 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Magician. So this is you playing this over and over in your head like a never-ending nightmare. This is all this fear, the anxiety, and the guilt, worry, shame, anything like that. These emotions are what are keeping you up at night. But these are swords. They're thoughts, words, ideas. So this is what you're replaying over and over in your head. It's like you are over-processing this about your job transfer. A lot of worries coming through. This is a yes. This is an Ace of Cups. This is about you being in that flow. Stay in that positivity. Stay in that flow. This is the glass half full. When you feel like you are empty, reach down into this water and fill your cup up again. This is you being in that state of neutrality, not fear. You need to be in this loving vibration. The opposite of love is fear. So when you are in that fear mode, you have this aperture that's this big. You're like food, shelter, water. You're not able to see the big picture. We all know this. When you're in love, the whole world's in love. The birds are singing, you know, the butterflies are everywhere. You see everything is love, and it's wide open and expansive. Your heart is wide open. So yes, you will get your transfer, but you need to stop worrying because you don't want to repel it. That can happen. Right now, everything is good. You need to stop over processing. Focus on this Magician energy. It's the 3rd card that's here for you. This Magician energy is this active imagination. It's this will to power. He is the master of the wands, the pentacles, the cups, and the swords. He has all the tools to make things happen. That's you, Tori. You have all the tools to make things happen. I feel like it's coming through. This is a big yes to me, but you've got to get a grip on your thinking. Wow. So Tori, yes, congratulations. You have to let us know. All right. So I'm not sure if anyone's in the chat. If anyone has a question they want to ask, and if you don't know what to ask, you can always say, what does the universe want to tell me today? General energy pool. That's what a lot of people say when they just want me to pull cards for them, or if they don't know what to say. They just want to see what the cards have to say. All right. So the next one is going to be this is from Ryan. See, most people think it's only women that ask questions, but it's not. Half the people I meet with are men. So this is from Ryan, and he writes, "Hi, Alison. We are having a family reunion this summer in June. Can you tell me what the cards say around it? What's the energy? Thanks, Ryan." Okay, Ryan, let's go ahead and look at that. All right. So this is around the family reunion in June. How fun. Okay. Oh my God. The Sun card. Same card, different deck. The first card out. That's weird. I love it, but that's weird. Okay, Sun card. And then we've got the Six of Cups and the Three of Cups. Well, I mean, Ryan, it is a go. It's just going to be phenomenal. That's what the cards are saying. All of these cards are positive, upbeat, and they're celebratory. We've got the Sun card, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Cups. This is really going to be an emotional event for everybody that's there. Everybody is coming up on their best behavior. They're coming up enthusiastic, passionate. They can't wait to be there. Everyone's following their inner child. I think that this is something everyone's been waiting for, all the different generations and all the different people that are coming. I feel that this is going to be a huge success that's coming in. Yeah, I just feel that this is going to be something that's really going to bind the family. I would even hire a professional photographer. That's kind of what's coming through. I'm getting these images of that because I think it's going to be so monumental that it's a way for you to capture this, because this is going to be memories for everyone. I'm getting this visual of like 150 people being there at an event like this. I'm getting that it's that huge for you. What you could even do is put instant cameras on every single table, and everybody can take their own photos, but they can't walk off with the camera. It needs to go in a container to have it printed out for everybody and then posted online, that kind of a thing. I don't know. I'm sorry I'm like talking about photography, but I'm just getting that it's something that is going to be so meaningful for everybody that everybody wants to cherish their memories. That's what's coming through with this card, is that it's something that you want to document and lock it in, is what I'm getting, because this is going to be so monumental for everybody, that this is going to be something that's really going to bind the entire family together. You know, all these, I'm getting like 4 generations and tons of people, that this is really going to lock everybody in. I mean, it's like if you've strayed from the family, this is giving that strong family root that's coming in. It's really a beautiful energy. Then we have the Six of Cups. This is pure love. And here we have, this is the card of nostalgia, and it's of children, but this is pure love. And I think that's what everybody is showing up with is pure love. And you're going to have a lot of children there, and you're going to see a lot of beauty. And I just feel like this is something that's so monumental for everybody, that it's going to be love of the different generations. You're going to see the kids loving each other. It's almost like a Hallmark movie. This is amazing for you. I think that this is really going to be transformational for everybody. And it just talks about the strength and the beauty of the family. You know, even if people, you know, everyone has their own problems, but I think everyone's putting that on hold, and they're showing up with their best behavior and their enthusiasm and their love of life. Because the last card that's here for you is the Three of Cups. This is a card that's about celebration. It's about joy. It's about community. This is about, you know, you really celebrating what's coming in. They're celebrating a harvest. I think that you're celebrating the fact that every single person in this family got together and decided to show up on this date for everybody. And they know how important and how monumental that is. I mean, that's a huge task. And everyone's coming in and they want to celebrate, and they want this high vibing love energy. God, it makes me want to cry. I'm an empath. Oh my God, the energy. So, wow, Ryan, that's what's coming in for you. I have to emphasize again, I am just getting that somehow document it with professional photography, or people having cameras everywhere, not just their cell phones because they want to be able to enjoy it, but to have someone that goes around and takes pictures of everybody. Wow. Ryan, thank you so much for your question. I love it. All right, so I've got some super chats that just came in. Let me go over here and answer those. All right, so I think oh, okay, one went away. Let me see, let me go back. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. So this is from Erlinda. Hold on. Okay. I'm not sure where the question is. Let me keep scrolling. Here we go. So Alison, hello. How can you tell if one has psychic abilities? I've been told in my past family there's been witches and stuff. Strange things have happened to me or my home, but don't scare me though. Okay. So is your question, do you want to know if you have psychic abilities? Let's do that. Do you have psychic abilities? Okay. So I'm gonna switch decks for that. Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna switch decks for that one. All right. Here we go. Do you have psychic abilities? I think everybody does. It's just a matter of tapping into it. That's my own personal point of view on that. I think that you have to overcome a lot of what's in the environment, like fluoride and chemtrails, and you need to do a lot of cleansing to make your channel clearer, but I think everybody has the ability to. But let's see what the cards have to say. All right. Do you have psychic abilities? We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Four of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So Seven of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. So I feel that you do. I feel that you can set up healthy boundaries. I think you can tap into it. And I think that there's something that you can do to really start to embrace your psychic abilities and your powers. This to me is about really wanting to take that step and to tap into it and to not let people dissuade you from it. But I do feel like you have a blockage. This is a stubborn, stuck energy, this Four of Pentacles, and that tells me that there's something that you're holding on to that is creating a blockage. It could be something that somebody said, and you know, if they're calling, like saying your family has witches in it or something like that, maybe that's a blockage because you don't want that label, but there's something that is a stuck energy that is blocking you from tapping into it or from embracing that. Can this be removed? Yeah, absolutely. But there's something there that's got a little bit of a blockage. This is the King of Swords. This is about you using your intellect to tap into it, to see things for what they are, not to read into it, not to have hearsay, but for you to actually see things for what they are. For example, let's say you started going online with your psychic abilities. Let's say you start seeing lights flicker every time you're using your psychic abilities. Well, you can deduce that maybe that is your psychic powers interfering with the light source. Or twist the bulb. Is it still happening after that? You need to start using like logic to deduce things, because sometimes it really is your psychic abilities, and other times there might be something there, but you start narrowing it down. You start looking at the different variables, and you start also eliminating things, this process of elimination. But if you're tapped into your psychic abilities, you know it. Like if you're holding a dowser, if you're going to douse, if you're holding a pendant and you look at it and you can make it move, that is showing that you can at least have that ability to start tapping into it. You might already be well beyond that, and you might be able to start picking up on people's energy. Maybe you're an empath, but I absolutely think that you can. But this is showing me that you have a blockage. And you have to think about, is this really something that you want to do and that you want to pursue? Because once you do go down that road, it's kind of like you can't go back. Once you're online, you're online. So that's something that's coming up. Is that what you want to do? So thank you for your question. I hope I answered that for you. All right. So the next question, oh yeah, it was another super chat. You're welcome. And it is, here we go. Oh, wait, what just happened? Hold on. I'm trying to do this. Here we go. No, why did it delete? New beginnings, I'm sorry. I don't know why that just deleted. I hit the wrong button. Oh, okay. Can you say what your question was, New Beginnings? I'm so sorry. I hit the button to hit it to give you a heart, and it deleted the question. Okay, so while you're posting that, I'm going to go ahead and answer somebody else, but definitely post it in the chat so I can read it. Okay, thank you. Okay, my question was, what's new in love for me? Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to actually get my love deck for that. All right. All right, what's new in love for you? We've got the Page of Cups, we've got the Three of Cups, and we've got the Six of Wands. Well, okay, I like this for you. Page of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So what is new in, hold on. What's new in love for you? It's okay. Yes, I know. Can you believe that? It's always the technological stuff. You should have seen it earlier today. I was trying to upload my videos, and one of them took 3 hours. There would be some weird interruption, and it was like nonstop. I finally just quit. I only did 2 videos today. All right, so we've got the Page of Cups. This is telling me that what is new in love is that you might have a new opportunity in love. It might be someone younger than you. It might be someone that's just maybe young at heart, someone that's very enthusiastic about love. I think that this also comes into being where you could also use your imagination and think about where you want to go and meet somebody, where there might be a potential opportunity to meet a potential partner, like a meetup group, or like if you like to run, do a running club until you find something where it's people that you vibe with. But I definitely feel that there's time to celebrate. Something could be coming in for you, and that this is going to bring a lot of joy and happiness. So this is just, I mean, look at these cards, celebration and love. Then exactly, that Mercury retrograde. And then we've got the Six of Wands. And this is really a card about victory and success after a struggle. So maybe after some bad relationships, or after, you know, finding like so many frogs and finally you find the prince. It's one of those feelings, but this is victory and success after a struggle, because the Five of Wands is about the card of strife. So that tells me that you go through a lot to get to this point. But when you're here, you are loving it. And you're really embracing it, and it's a positive momentum. But I feel that love is definitely out there for you to keep your vibration high. And I just feel like it's just a lot of positive things coming in. This is really telling me that I feel like it could be someone younger than you, or just somebody young at heart. There's something about some type of enthusiasm that's coming in a love relationship. Wow, very positive. Honestly, there's not much more for me to elaborate on. The energy is very clear and very strong. If you want love, it's definitely out there for you, but you have to put yourself out there to find it in the right areas. And if you're not having luck, this card is talking about imagination. So be creative about how you're going to go and put yourself out there in different areas, different times. Like maybe you need to mix it up. If you're in a small town, that's when you have to go to the next town over, or a big city, to have a bigger dating pool. It's that kind of energy. Wow, very cool. You'll have to let us know what happens. Hey, Deb, how you doing? Thank you. I needed a little color. Sorry. Was it a technological issue? We're all having that today. All right, so the next question, this is from, oh my God, I forgot when this question came in. You guys know I just copy and paste your questions down. This is so funny. Hi, Alison. What does my horse Bubbles think of me? Thank you, Laura. I know everyone likes to ask about their animals. Now, this is my first horse on the Tarot Tuesday. What does the horse think of you? What does your horse Bubbles think of you? Is this real? That's so funny. No, I know it is. Thank you, Laura. That's hilarious. All right. What does your horse Bubbles think of you? I can't help but laugh. We've got the Temperance card. We've got the Page of Wands and the Fool. Oh my God, your horse is a thinker. The Temperance card, the Page of Wands, and the Fool. So what this is telling me, so what does the horse think of you, Laura? Your horse thinks that you are awesome, that you're balanced, that you're in harmony, that you're peaceful, that you are it. I know, it's hilarious. And that really, that I think that you bring a lot of peace to this horse. I feel that when you're on the horse, when you're walking the horse, that the horse is just in heaven. I feel that you are one with your horse. That's what this card is telling me. So that when you're riding your horse knows that you are meant for it. I don't know if that's a male or female for Bubbles, but that you are meant for Bubbles, that you are one with your horse. This is about the horse loves to self-actualize and to step out with you. This is telling me that when the horse sees you, he or she will, I was going to say Bubbles will run over to you. That Bubbles is very excited when, I have to say, I'm just going to say when she sees you, she gets very excited and she's very enthusiastic and she definitely wants to ride. She wants to play. I feel that she is a very hyper horse, that she really wants to be worked. She wants to run. I know you didn't say what type of horse she is, but I just feel like she wants to run and she loves to be ridden by you, that you are her connection. I feel that she wants to take a leap of, or Bubbles wants to take a leap of faith, that Bubbles is here just at purity of heart and that will go anywhere with you, follow you anywhere. Whether it's in the mountains, whether you ride her on the beach, wherever that might be, in an open field, it doesn't even matter, that horse is with you and is just loving life. I also feel that one of the other energies that's coming through with Bubbles is that Bubbles likes to also be around other animals. But the question is, what does she think of you, or he think of you? Sorry. That you are it, but at the same time, I think it's more like it's very expansive. So it's not just you, even though you're the primary focus, but it's almost like you are riding the Bubbles and there's other animals around, whether it's cats, dogs, cows, pigs, chickens, whatever it might be, wherever you're at, even just rabbits in the field. It doesn't matter, but it's the idea of it's almost like this living, breathing life of like this connection, this organic connection to the world that's out there. So it's not just you and the horse, it's you, the horse, and the entire world. It's really beautiful. I mean, it's almost like a natural order of things is how Bubbles feels in relation to you. That it's just this living, breathing, beautiful, everything is connected kind of energy. It's cosmic, actually, in a way. But I do feel that Bubbles is so excited and enthusiastic every time he or she sees you and just wants to be with you and just is really excited. But definitely there's something about other animals being around too. Wow, Laura, thank you for your question. I love it. I love it. A horse. Very cool. And I'm just looking at the chat. All right. All right. For anyone that's new, it is a $10 minimum. And you can go ahead and post your question through PayPal or Venmo. I'm going to check it in just a second. These are questions that came in prior. And then, let me see, I'm going to check it. Actually, let me go ahead and check right now. Let me just do that while I'm talking about it. Okay. So it'll take just a second because it does make me log in. It times me out. Let me move this. Okay. And then I'm going to do Venmo at the same time. I get timed out of both. So hopefully it won't ask for a code. Okay. So we do have some Venmo questions. Hold on, let me go back to PayPal and see what happened over there. Let me go back here. Oops. I think I saw one come in. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do PayPal first. So, okay, this is from Jojo. Jojo, I didn't see this come in right away. There must have been a delay because I was copying and pasting the questions. Okay, it says, hi, Alison. Nicholas, my cat, will be going to the neurologist because of his seizure. Will he continue to improve? God bless. Jojo and Nicholas. Oh, Jojo and Nicholas. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to switch decks. Okay. Will he continue to improve? All right. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups. Yes, he absolutely will. All positive cards. We've got the Ace of Swords, a gift and blessing from the universe. This is a breakthrough and clarity. We've got the Six of Cups. This is pure love. And we've got the Two of Cups, pure love again. So this is really telling me that this is truth time. So the question is, will he continue to improve? If the first card out is an ace, that's a yes right off the bat. So this is an ace in truth also in communication. This tells me that he will absolutely continue to improve. I think you're going to see a lot of epiphanies coming in around it. I think he's going to get clearer and clearer with his thinking when he's going through. I don't feel like he's going to get seizures anymore. I feel like there's something that has subsided that. I don't know if it's a medication or if he gets a break from it for a while, but I don't feel like anything is coming in because of these two cards. These two cards are telling me that, you know, this is pure love right here. This is the card of nostalgia. It's of childhood. This is going back to a time before any bitterness or cynicism touched your heart. This is really telling me that he is going to continue to improve. And this is similar. You see, like everything is alive. Everything is organic and connected. She's reading this book because that's what she truly loves. And her imagination is having the fairies there. The animals are rowing a boat. The owl is reading a book. The frog is chasing this. And you see all the other animals in there. This is really telling me that he has got this purity of heart, and that is something that's helping to sustain him. But it's also your love for Nicholas. This is your love and support for Nicholas with this Two of Cups, that he sees a kindred spirit. That's you. You are his mom, right? You're his human. And I feel that it's your love. I remember he did not want to be away from you. I remember reading that. I don't remember a lot, but I do remember reading that in the cards, because when you channel, you don't necessarily remember everything. But I do remember that he wanted to always be by you. And so this is something that's coming in. He's very, very happy that you're around. But I do feel that he will absolutely continue to improve. He's a very loving cat. That's for sure. I hope that answers your question, Jojo and Nicholas. Thank you for your question. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go back over to, hold on. Let me go back to Venmo before it times me out. Okay, so I have 3 questions over here. Okay, so let me go ahead and start. This one, the first one is going to be from Kimberly, and she says, what does the financial outlook look like for me with commitments that have promised? Thank you. That with commitments that have promised. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. We've got the Justice card. We've got the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Okay. The Justice card, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So 2 sevens. But the first card out was the Justice card. This tells me that I think that your justice is coming So for whatever your commitments that have promised, this tells me that the scales are going to be balanced, that this usually tells me that you're going to win if it's a legal battle or whatever that particular commitment might be, the way I understood the question. This tells me that the scales are going to be coming back into balance, that a lot of truth might be coming in around it. You might see people for who they are when this is coming in, even though it's a financial question, there might be something that's being revealed to you. We also have the 7 of Cups. This is talking about a lot of opportunities, a lot of things could happen as far as the financial outlook looks with the commitments coming in. Nothing has settled yet. The universe is still working its way through, or it doesn't want to tell us. They're literally floating around. There could be a lot of different options that are coming in. I do feel, though, with this Justice card, that tells me that you will be brought back into balance, that the scales of justice will be balanced for you. We also have the 7 of Wands. This is about you standing your ground in this issue. So that tells me if someone's going to come at you and it's a financial outlook for commitments that have promised, if they come in and they're trying to get wiggle out of it, you're not letting them. The scale is balanced. You are going to get what you deserve, what's been promised to you. It's for you to stand your ground, to set up healthy boundaries for yourself and not let them cross it. You know, it's kind of like, oh, do I really have to pay? Yes, you do. And I hope you got it in writing, whatever those commitments might be. But this is about you really standing your ground, having those healthy boundaries and not letting anybody get away with anything. And you're holding them accountable. But at the end of the day, you're not compromising yourself. And I like that. You're really sticking up for yourself and you're not compromising. You're not settling. You're getting what it is that you want and what it is that you deserve. But the universe is saying, as far as the details go, nothing is settled yet. So that's what I have for you on that. Thank you, Kimberly. Okay, the next one is from Lori. Hi, Lori. Thank you. Do I have myeloma, if I'm saying it right, or just anemia? Okay. Let's go ahead and look. Get a sip of tea really quick. Okay. And I think myeloma, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Okay. Or anemia. And this is not medical advice. Disclaimer. Okay. So we have the Emperor, the Knight of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. The Emperor, the Knight of Wands, and the 4 of Swords. So what this is telling me is that this is about you. Now, the first one, this is the first one. Now, I know this is a 2-part question, but I can't ask tarot that way. It doesn't work that way. Do I have myeloma? So that was the first question. And we have the Emperor. So this is about you being a boss and about you taking charge of the situation. I'm not getting a direct yes or no on this, by the way. I just feel that what it's telling me for this particular question is that you're taking charge of your life and about finding out if you do have it. This is maybe getting the different tests, doing research, talking to different people, doctors, chat groups on it. This is about you having no fear. This is the Knight of Wands. I feel like you're going to rush right in and rush right out. So in a way, this almost tells me that you don't have it because you can turn around and rush right out. But I'm not getting a real definitive answer on this. I like the fact that I did not get an ace, because if I said, do you have melanoma, and I got an ace, that would be a yes, a direct yes. So this is really talking about not having fear and to continue moving forward with what it is that you do, anything that you want to do. She has gone out into the forest and she's not afraid. There's other animals around here that could hurt her. She doesn't care. She's on a mission. Her mission is to see this flower that blooms once a year at midnight. She's going to see it no matter what. that really just tells me to keep going and not let anything like that interfere with your lifestyle. If you need to take a time for yourself to rest and relax. And this could be even taking a time out from stressing out over something like this. But let me ask a question about the anemia. But this is really telling me that you're just taking charge of your life and that that's really a guiding force for you. So let me go ahead and ask about the anemia. All right. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and we've got, yes, so here we go. Okay, so yes, it's just the anemia. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Swords. So the first card out was the 9 of Pentacles. This is the Lady of Luxury. This is being self-reliant and independent. So this is telling me that you're laser focused, and this is the anemia in this card, because this is a yes. So I asked, do you have anemia? Is it just anemia? And the answer is yes. This is the Ace of Truth, the Ace of Swords. This is, swords are thoughts, words, ideas. It's communication. So this is telling me that yes, it is. And then the King of Swords is really telling me that, you know, use your analysis, use your rational thought, use your ability to and your discernment to really read into this anemia that you have. You definitely have it. That is for sure. That's what's coming through in the cards. But this is telling me now to use your intellect to find a way out. You know, that's what he's doing. And this is really having a breakthrough and clarity for you. This is like maybe having some aha moments. There might be things that you need to do to eradicate that type of anemia. That's kind of what's coming through in the cards. But I do want to go back to this first card. So this is also telling me that it's laser focus, and she's alone in this. This is the 9 of Pentacles. She knows her worth and value. This is telling me that you've gone to this whole stage and you might have it, but I don't feel that you're stuck there. These are really positive cards, so I don't feel that it's something that is going to be permanently affecting you. But I do feel that you need to continue to watch it and to work on it. That's something that's coming through. So as far as the myeloma, no, you don't have it. Not when I pull the second card. That's a big confirmation that it's just anemia. So thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. Okay, so the next one is going to be from Teresa. Okay, I just want to see. Let me catch up in the chat. Hi, everybody. All right. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm really glad, Lynn. All right. The next one is from Teresa, and she says, reading question. Okay. So I think general energy pulled in. I don't know if Teresa's in the chat. I'm going to take that as a general energy pull because there's no question. It's just a reading question. Okay. All right. So this is going to be for Teresa. All right. General energy pull. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. I don't see Teresa in there, so I don't see a question. Okay. Here we go. All right, this is going to be a general energy pull for Teresa. What does the universe want to tell Teresa today? We've got the Knight of Wands. We've got the Sun card. And we've got the King of Pentacles. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands, we have the Sun card, and we have the King of Pentacles with the Hermit and all 4 aces. So you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, that when I pull this card, this is a loaded card for me. Every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with each individual deck. And for me, this is like winning the lottery. And you have some great cards here, Teresa. So we've got the Knight of Wands, the Sun, and the lottery card. So let's go ahead and start. So what we have, this is out with the old, in with the new. This is kind of like really rushing in. You know, you're on a mission and you don't have any fear, and you're definitely going to go ahead and self-actualize yourself. So I feel like there's something that you're working on, something that you're striving for, and you have no fear, and you're just putting yourself out there. And I think that a lot of success is going to come from that. We have the Sun card. This is the most positive card in the deck. This is talking about you following your inner child, following this from this place of enthusiasm, and you're really just striving to go towards the light. This is going to bring you a lot of success. This is really good for your physical and mental health, your well-being. This is you vibing really high, having a really high vibration and just an attitude on life in general. And combined with this card, this is the King of Pentacles. This is really you striving for your idealized life in the 3D and having the knowledge and the wisdom to go ahead and know what it is that you're looking for and to hold on to it. Because a lot of people don't have the enlightenment to hold on to it. They might get their idealized life, and for whatever reason, they let it slip through their hands. This is you knowing your worth and value. You know the worth and value of what you have around you, the people, places, things, your family, right? You know its worth and value. This also has all 4 aces. So that's going to be the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So when we're looking at that Ace of Swords, these are all gifts and blessings from the universe and their new beginnings. This could be a breakthrough and clarity for you on something. This could be the ability for you to stand in your truth. There's a lot of things that, because this is such a loaded card, there's a lot of things that are tied into that. This could also be a time for you to have this type of communication. Maybe there's something that you've been holding in, and now you're going to have that, not just a breakthrough in clarity, but then the ability to speak your truth, to communicate. Then we also have the Ace of Cups. This is you being in that flow that I was talking about. It's that mind, body, soul, being in that type of neutrality. This is you being open to love, your emotions, your intuition. This is you being tapped into source. And again, because it's a new beginning, maybe it's you coming back to source. Maybe you're strengthening your spiritual relationship in your own way. And we're not talking about church. It's just your connection to God, right? It's your own particular version of it. This is you really being able to have these moments to tap into that flow. And if you're looking for love, this could be a new beginning in a friendship, a relationship, getting a pet, getting a career that you love or a hobby that you love. It's that kind of energy. Maybe it's an artistic expression. Then we have the Ace of Wands. It is literally out with the old, in with the new, which is kind of a vibration that's coming off of this card too. So that you might have some changes that are coming up, because you always need to release the old to make way for the new, whether you have it your own tower moment or whether it's going to be the Death card where you've got change and renewal, where you're doing the release yourself. We're always changing. Everybody's evolving. And I do feel that that's something that's coming in for you with the Ace of Wands. Out with the old, in with the new. It's a passionate, creative, I just feel like an authentic beginning that's coming in for you. And so that's something that is going to be happening, whatever that might be for you. And then the last ace is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is the King of Pentacles. So it's his ace. And that is a golden opportunity that's going to present itself to you in the 3D. That's going to be finances, health. This is going to be travel. This is going to be location, housing, work, career, friends, family, pets. I'm not sure. It's just like everything in the 3D, whatever that might be for you, a new opportunity will present itself. So for example, let's say you were looking to make a new friend. You're trying to find your tribe. You're going to be vibing in a certain way that's going to allow you to attract more people like that. right? If you're looking for love, you're going to be in a different vibration. Maybe you want to work on your finances, you're going to be in a different vibration, right? Maybe you're going to manifest some things in, or just to have that draw to you. So that's the general energy pull you have. Wow, what a loaded card. This is the most positive card in the entire tarot deck. Wow. I love that for you. Thank you, Teresa, for your question. I love it. All right. Now I'm going to just check PayPal one more time. I'm going to toggle back, and then I'm going to come back. Okay. Logged me out. One final check. Okay. And we have Sandra. Hold on. Let me put this back in. It says, hi, Allison. I want to relocate back to California. Is this a good time to move back? Thanks, Sandra. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay. I'm going to get a different deck for that. I'm actually going to get my love deck for that. If you guys don't know, I'm actually from California. I'm from San Diego, and I love where I'm from. So let's use the love deck for this. It says, hi, Allison. I want to relocate back to California. Is this a good time to move back? Thanks, Sandra. I wonder what part of California you're from. All right. I'm from San Diego, so let's see. Here we go. This is for Sandra. Okay. Is this a good time for her to relocate back to California? We've got the Three of Pentacles, the World card, and the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, it certainly is. Three of Pentacles, the World card, and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is really telling me that you absolutely can. This is about you looking at things from a very strong foundation. I think this is about you doing your due diligence to see where it is you want to go and how things have changed and where you want to go back to. Because as we know, California has really taken a tumble, and it's really changed over the last few years, few decades really, but the last few years have been pretty bad over there. So this is about you really doing your due diligence, doing the groundwork. You're looking for quality areas, quality people, quality employment, quality housing, safety in housing. So a gated community that maybe has armed security. I mean, you're looking for something like that. Sorry, this is what's coming through in the cards. I have to say what I say. This is just telling me that you're really looking for something that is the right fit for you. I feel that this is you stepping into the culmination of this chapter of your life right now, that this is really you stepping through this portal and you're going back home. We start with the Fool, that's the 0 in the tarot, and the culmination is the 21 going into the world. I feel that this chapter in your life is about you going home, and you're walking through this portal. Oh, I'm going to cry. I want to go home too. This is you walking through that portal, and you're going to be going home. This is something that I think is really in alignment for you, but you've got to do your due diligence, because the other card that's here for you is the Eight of Pentacles. You have got to pay attention to all the details and do your due diligence. You need to work very hard at this, because everything there has changed so much. You need to make sure you're in the right area with the right people, and that things are going to line up for you. You need to make sure that you're very safe where you're at. And this is you just doing that groundwork. But I think that it can absolutely come into fruition for you, and it can definitely happen. I feel that you'll meet some quality people there. There's a lot of good people that stayed behind. I know a lot of people left, but a lot of good people did stay behind for whatever reason, you know. And so I think that this is a good opportunity for you to go back. Aw, thank you, Sandra. Thank you for your question. All right. So let's go ahead and go on to the next one. And this is from Troy. Troy says, hi, Allison. Will I find love this summer? Thanks, Troy. And thank you, Troy. And I've got my love deck. So let's go ahead and let's find out. All right. Thank you, Teresa. Next time you can put your question in there, or you can post it here. So I'll just do a general energy pull if that happens. Beautiful energy. Thank you. All right, here we go. This is for Troy. Will I find love this summer? This is for Troy. Seven of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Yes, you will, but you have to be very strategic about it. We've got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Queen of Swords, but the Ten of Cups. So we're looking at sword energy, and swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. And the cups, this is your emotions. This is love. This is your connection to spirit. So this is your emotions. So we've got the final card is the emotions, and we're talking about love. You have to be very strategic about how you're going about finding love, where you're putting yourself, who you're choosing. Use your discernment to really decide on who's right for you. But I feel that a lot of it has to do with location. I feel that you're being very strategic because I think it has something to do with your location. Maybe you work a lot and you have a hard time figuring out where to go to meet people as part of it. I do feel that it's about you looking at things very clearly in a very strategic manner. This is the Queen of Swords, and her head is above the clouds, which means she has clarity. And her back is to your past, and she's looking towards your future. So this is really telling me that I think that you're putting a lot of things behind you. So maybe past relationships, good or bad, you're really putting that in the rearview mirror and you're looking forward. It doesn't mean that you're not taking that knowledge and that wisdom and the life lessons that you gained from it, but you don't have those emotional attachments that might interfere with you having a new relationship in the future. Because you have this Ten of Cups. You want this happy, joyful family. This is the ideal. This is what you're striving for. You absolutely want it, but you're being very smart about it. That tells me that maybe you got burned and now you're not just going to jump in with pure love, and maybe it's also a maturity thing, but now you're really looking at things on an intellectual level and you're really looking for truth. You're looking for someone, I feel, that just speaks their mind and that is very truthful and straightforward with you. You're not looking for someone that likes to hide things. You're looking for someone that is just right out there and just says it like they feel it. So that is the kind of happiness I think you're looking for. And that's definitely doable. There's so many people out there like that. And it's right here. This is happy, joyful family. They are choosing to be happy. And I think that's what you're doing. I think you're choosing love. You're choosing to be happy. And it's absolutely going to come in for you this summer. When in the summer? That's tarot. I can't answer that for you, but it's absolutely coming in for you. Wow, Troy, congratulations. Thank you. You'll have to let us know. All right. So this is final call for anybody that has any questions that they want to post. Please post it in PayPal, Venmo, or send in a super chat. It's a $10 minimum. If you have any issues, one of the moderators can help you in the chat. Okay. So I've got a couple more questions, and then I'm going to do a reading for the soul tribe for everybody here, a general pull. Okay, so this next question is, hi, Alison, will I find love? Again, another love question. Will I find love this year? Thanks, Glenda. Okay, let's find out. I'll tell you, that's the most important thing in this world is love. I know a lot of people are turned off by it, but really it is the most important thing. I think that they've just been hurt so many times that they let their heart crust over, or they're taking a break, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right. But the most important thing in this life is love. Whether it's your pet, your plant, another person, your children, your parents, doesn't matter. It's love. Okay. Love of source. Oh, okay. Well, what was that? That wanted to come out. Okay. Light at the end of the tunnel. All right. So this is going to be for Glenda. All right. Will you find love this year? Oh my God, it's the same card. You heard me say light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so this card really wanted to come out. It popped up, but it didn't flip all the way out. So I looked at it and put it back, and look, it came out. I love how spirit works. I love what I do. So we've got the Six of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. Okay, you've got a lot going on, Glenda. We've got the Six of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands. So right off the bat, this is telling me that you are leaving trouble behind, that you're going onto calmer shores, that there's light at the end of the tunnel. You're turning your back to your past and you're just moving forward. So this is really telling me that you're leaving some toxicity behind and you're going towards the light. Because I feel like you've been left out in the cold on some issues. This is the card of lack. I feel that maybe you've had relationships where they've lacked love. They've lacked what it is that you need to have a satisfying relationship for you, that you were not getting your needs met. So this is telling me that when you have this card of lack, it's now for you to focus on your strengths to bring in the strengths of a relationship. So I feel like you're leaving a lot of trouble behind. You're leaving a lot of your needs not getting met behind. I feel like this has been a breakup, like a divorce that's happened. And then we've got this 5 of Wands. You're literally leaving all this strife and chaos and drama behind. So you're getting lack, drama. So it seems like just a lot of fighting. You see there's no cup energy here. There's no love. So this is telling me that you're transitioning. You're literally transitioning into a calmer time. And I think that that's going to give you some breathing room. That way you can heal yourself first before you start bringing love in. Now, there is light at the end of the tunnel, but you need to work on yourself first before you bring somebody else in. You need to love yourself first. This card of lack is telling me that you weren't getting what you needed from that relationship, but I feel that you stayed in that relationship for a while. So that tells me you now need to heal yourself. You need that self-love and self-care and to nurture yourself and heal yourself before you open up yourself to another person. And that's how you're going to draw in another healthy a healthy relationship for yourself. You've got to love yourself and heal that part of yourself and get those life lessons. It's not what was done to you, it was what was done for you. What did it show you to be in a relationship where you weren't being satisfied? What was the lesson learned from that relationship? That way you can take that knowledge and wisdom of that life lesson and carry it into the next relationship so that you see maybe red flags that come up, or you know what you want and you know what you don't want. Right? It's what are you trying to draw in? But you need to learn these life lessons. I can tell you one thing, I definitely feel that you do not want any more drama. That is for sure. I think that you're leaving that in the rear view mirror. And I think that it's almost like an abusive relationship. I feel that that's really staying behind you. I feel that you were smart and you walked away, but it doesn't feel very good right now. It will, but not right now in the moment. This is not a time where you want to bring someone into your life, but light at the end of the tunnel, there is that point where that person is going to come walking in, but it's not right now. You need to heal yourself. So thank you, Glenda, for your question. It's definitely, love is definitely around the corner, light at the end of the tunnel, but you've got to heal yourself first. I'm going to say it like 20 times. Thank you for your question, because it's important. Okay, so you don't want to jump from relationship to relationship to relationship. You need to work on yourself too. All right, so the next question is from Linda. This is a different Linda than the first Linda. This is, Linda says, hi, Alison, I'm looking for a better job. Will I find one soon? Thanks, Linda. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's see what the cards have to say. You're looking for a better job. Will you find one soon? Just a reminder, final call, and I'm going to go ahead and check PayPal and Venmo after this question. We've got the Hierophant, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Pentacles. Yes, you will absolutely find the job you're looking for soon. It's definitely coming in. It's going to be a blessing, the one that comes in for you. It's definitely an alignment for you. It's almost like you're being divinely blessed by God, that the job you're looking for, your dream job, is actually coming in. This is the 9 of Pentacles. That is telling me that this is the card of self-reliance and independence. She has that laser focus. Again, your dream job is coming in for you. It's just a matter of timing that's coming in. This is talking about timing. but it's definitely coming in. And that's going to give you the type of job that you really want. We also have the Three of Pentacles. So here we've got these Three of Pentacles. This is a strong foundation for you. This is you working with quality people in a team environment. So I feel that it's absolutely coming in for you, and it's a nice job. I'm getting that it's a nice, high-paying, quality job. This is saying that. She's the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, she's almost at the 10, the idealized life. That tells me that you're in an excellent position. So yes, you will absolutely be getting a job very soon. Okay, it's like right around the corner, the energy. That was easy. Thank you, Linda. All right, let me go ahead and come back over here again. Let me refresh. Okay, it's going to make me log back in. 1 second. Okay, so we have another one. It said, this is from Anya, and she says, I relocated to another state. Am I where I'm supposed to be? Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right. All right, this is for Anya. We've got the Chariot. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. Yes, I would absolutely say that. We've got the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So this is really telling me that victory and success with where it is that you're at right now. I think that your intuition guided you there. I think that this is something that's really in alignment for you. This is victory and success. This is traditionally Julius Caesar riding into Rome. This is really telling me that you're using your intuition to know when to start, stop, turn left, turn right, not looking back. This is you moving forward. So this is really telling me that, you're where you're supposed to be, but this is also you now getting guidance going around the different cities that you're around, and maybe just your neighborhood, your location, in the sense of, you're finding people, you're finding new stores to go to, but you're definitely where you're supposed to be. That's what this card is saying. We've also got the Knight of Pentacles, and this is the slowest moving knight, but all knights are on a mission. And I feel that you have opportunities that are coming in. It's you using your knowledge and your wisdom to make it happen. This is slow and steady wins the race. So I feel that, maybe you need to ease into this location if it's a little uncomfortable at first, but I definitely feel that this is telling me you're where you're supposed to be. This is about you feeling grounded, stable, secure. This is about you balancing your responsibilities, but at the end of the day, this is about you really feeling that grounded, stable, and secure, and that happens over time. When you move to a new location, you develop routines, you have different stores you go to, you know how to time the traffic, and you just start to learn the area, all the different things. But this is telling me that I think it's very grounding for you. Wow, Anya, that's what I have for you for today. Thank you for your question. I think you're definitely where you're supposed to be. All right, you have to let us know. Okay, so let me go ahead and see over here. What was the last one? I'm going to take a minute to talk to you about the channel. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you, especially after the video is done. Leave a comment. That way other people can see it. And hit the notification bell. That'll let you know when I go live again. If you just are getting here, I'm now going to switch the Thursdays from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to do it at 7 p.m. this week, but starting April, it's going to be 10 a.m. because people are watching, and I've got clients from all over the world. That way it gives people different times in different time zones to be able to watch it. All right, so that's something that's going to be coming in. And you can visit my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and all the information is in the description below. There you can sign up for my newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page. You can book a personal reading with me. You can do a missing person consultation. You can also look at the Learning Center. I have a 16-week manifestation master course that's coming out That's going to be May 1st to June 1st. I'm working on it technologically, and of course, Mercury retrograde. So we'll see what happens there. I'm shooting for May 1st. We'll see what happens, but I'm giving myself a little bit of leeway. If that's something you're interested in, it's 16 weeks. We meet once a week live, and I hold you accountable to make sure you're doing that, because it's a master manifestation course where you actually make that transition. If you don't know, I'm an entrepreneur, and I own another business outside of what I do for psychic work. So I'm in the business field. So if you were looking to manifest a business, a person, place, thing, that is definitely the course for you. I hold you accountable to let you make that shift. I also have a 4-week online tarot masterclass that will be coming out. I do private lessons, one-on-one tarot lessons, raising your vibration and manifestation. All right, just to give you an idea about what I do, I also have a new section called Alison's Picks on my website, where I've got Skin Like Butter body butter and Rogers Hood Apothecary, where I have a parasite cleanse, and they also do a mold cleanse. And if you've never seen that, I'm doing the parasite cleanse right now. Everybody's got parasites. It's amazing. And I'm interviewing her actually tomorrow. So look for that interview to come out. All right, let's go ahead, and I've got some more questions, and then I'm going to do a general energy pool. The next one is from Virginia, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Virginia. P.S. I love your show and Gemini reading." Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love doing this. Thank you. It's nice to be appreciated. Thank you. All right. So this is going to be for Virginia. What does the universe want to tell Virginia today? We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Two of Swords. And we've got the Moon card for you. Okay. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Moon. So this is really saying that, this is you standing in your truth. I think that you have a lot that's coming in for you right now. I think that you're looking towards your future. I think that you've had a lot of breakthroughs and clarity, a lot of epiphany moments, these aha moments. And these aha moments have allowed you to undergo a lot of transformations in your life right now. I think you're making a lot of moves as you're looking towards your future, and this is very empowering for you. I feel that you're using your intuition a lot, that this is allowing you to tap into your intuition and see what it is that you want to do. I think that you're able to look and see outside the box when you do that. This is a first place, second place, and that's a third place solution out there. To me, that's thinking outside the box, and that's exactly what I think it is that you're doing here. I feel that you have a lot of decisions to make, but I feel that it's easy for you because you've got your eye on the prize with this card right here. We also have the Moon for you. I feel that you are literally getting out of your emotions, and you are pushing through any types of fear, and you are literally going back on your path. I think that you are not afraid. You're able to really have this balance. This is more like the domestic side and the wild side, or I'm doing it backwards. This is allowing you to walk that line and to feel very calm and balanced, to have that type of harmony. I feel that you're overstepping any types of fear that are coming in for you. I don't feel that you have any fear. I feel that this card is screaming at me. This card is just telling me that you have so much clarity right now that you're able to see a lot of truths that are going on around you, but your intuition is definitely helping you. So not only can you actually see it, but you're feeling it as far as this intuition is going on. But I do not feel that you have any fear. I know that a lot of people like to say that. I don't feel you have any illusions. I feel like you're able to see through these illusions. Wow, Virginia, that's what's coming in for you. That's pretty strong. I feel like it's very transformational for you with that Queen of Swords. Definitely a lot of transformations happening in your life around that. Okay, thank you for your question. All right, so the next one is from, let's see, what's the name? Jennifer. Sorry, I didn't see the name. Okay, and this says, "Hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me today?" Thank you, Jennifer. Loved your Capricorn video. You nailed it. Thank you. Oh my God, all the flattery. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just copy and paste these things. I forget what they say. Okay. So I love it how you guys know you watch my videos when you say, "What does the universe want to tell me today?" Okay. All right, Jennifer. So this one's for you. We've got the moon again. Interesting. With the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, the moon, the 3 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. So what this is saying again, I'm feeling that you do have a few illusions and you do have some fear coming in. I feel that this is about you looking at your fear and you pushing right through it on your life path, but you definitely have some fear about something that's coming in. It might have something to do with a heartbreak. I do feel that this is the card of loss. I feel like there's something in your life that you've recently lost. I don't feel like it's an old wound. This feels very fresh. This feels like maybe a relationship or a pet, the loss of a loved one, whether it's the death of someone or a divorce, the loss of a relationship, which is the death of a family. I just feel like there's some type of loss, that's something that's really hurt you. So it's also brought some fears though. And I feel that that's allowing you to have a moment to gain some knowledge and insight into this life lesson of what it is that you're experiencing, for you to be able to try and stand back. I know it's hard, but for you to be able to stand back and look at things as objectively as possible to see what happened, why are you afraid, and what is stemming from that, and is it part of the pain that you're feeling from a broken heart, from having this feeling of loss? Is that where the fear is coming from? Because I feel like you have your eye on the prize. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Everybody wants the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, and you've got the 10 of Pentacles. And this is really telling me that this is your idealized life. This is what you're striving for, but you have a lot of fear and some pain that's coming in around it. So again, I think a lot of healing is in store for you. It's about you looking at the fear and the pain that's going on in your life right now and trying to heal that. And that can be a tough thing for people to do. But when you do that work, it's very rewarding. And it's just a cycle that you have to go through. Everybody goes through it. It's like when you have the loss of a loved one and you go through the grieving stages. That's kind of what I feel is going on here, but there's also some fear involved. So it's just you going through that healing process. Maybe if you're in a fearful environment, you remove yourself and put yourself somewhere else. Maybe if you had something happen, the death of a loved one, maybe there's a way where you can feel that you're connecting to that loved one and you don't have as much fear around it. It's more where maybe you feel like you're walking with your loved one even though they're deceased. You know, it's that kind of feeling, like maybe it's a shift in the mindset and how you look at it. But it's a process that you go through depending on what stage that you're at. Maybe it was a divorce, and so maybe, because it's a feeling of loss, maybe you're afraid of being in love again because you don't want to get hurt. It's that kind of feeling. You just have to go through that process to have that healing coming in. That fear is natural, but don't let it control your life. Start to let it subside and start to heal your heart, because you definitely want to keep your eye on the prize. You're looking for this idealized life, and it's definitely going to come in. So that's what the universe wants to tell you, is to heal yourself and, walk through that fear. Overcome that fear. When fear shows up, you step on it. You step right over it. You don't let it control you, right? You just don't. And then you keep on moving forward. So that's what the universe wants to tell you. And if you're a Capricorn, you're the worker. You can definitely work through that you're strong. So yeah, I love that for you. Thank you for your question. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the soul tribe reading. All right, let me go ahead and go down here. Okay. All right, I'm going to continue with the love deck for the soul tribe reading. And bye, Debs. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Okay. You're a Gemini sun. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Ken. I've got a Gemini moon, so I really relate to it. And my ex-husband was Gemini, so a lot of Gemini energy. I know it well. I love Gemini. Love it. All right, here we go. All right, what does the universe want to tell the soul tribe? That's everybody watching tonight, watching in the replay, or whenever this video happens to find you. That's when this is made for you. Oh my God, we have the Fool. What a great way to start. And the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. All right, beautiful cards. We've got the Fool, we've got the Knight of Swords, and we've got the Ten of Wands. I love Scorpio. That's coming out soon. All right, so I love this. So for everybody, this is everybody taking a leap of faith. This is a new chapter in your life. Maybe it's a new beginning. We've got the 0. It's the first card in the major arcana, whereas the culmination is the world card. It's the number 21. This is everybody taking that leap of faith with the purity of your heart, with that white rose, and really just stepping off without a care in the world. Now, that's you doing something that you believe in, something that you love, something lighthearted, starting a new chapter in your life. But we also have the Knight of Swords. And like I've said, all knights are on a mission, and he is rushing in. He is looking for truth. He's looking for honesty. He's looking for communication. And he definitely wants all the facts. He's brilliant. He uses his analysis to figure things out. So while you're taking this leap of faith, you're also looking at all the facts. So I think as adults, we can take a leap of faith, but we can't go running blindly off of a cliff. We still want that information. We still want that truth. And part of this is this knight has 2 feet in the present, and he's running. He's got 2 feet coming up into the past. So that's telling me that you're taking some of your information from the past and you're carrying it forward. But this knight is definitely rushing in, and he wants you to have that information. He wants you to have the facts as you're going forward. We also have the Ten of Wands. This card has been coming up a lot in a lot of the readings recently, in private readings, and then also when I do my Zodiac readings. And this is really talking about you calling your energy back. This is when people are overtaxed, you're stressed out, you've taken on too many burdens, but you've chosen to take those burdens on yourself. So it's up to you to then release some of them. So what I've been saying recently is that it's kind of like you doing triage. So let's just take this as an example. This is 10 burdens. So you've chosen to take on 10 responsibilities, 10 burdens, whether they're all yours or not. So when you're doing triage, maybe you need to dial it back to doing 6 or 7. So maybe you have to give a couple back to some people. Maybe you were doing something for them and now you can no longer do it. Maybe there's a couple of things on there that you don't even know why you're doing it anymore. It's just become a habit and you don't need to do that anymore. You don't need those responsibilities. Then you can release those and get rid of those. Or if it's everything that you need to keep, then maybe you dial it back to 6 and you put 4 on the back burner. You focus on the 6 things. When one's completed, you pull another one out. And you do that so that you're not burned out. Because for me, when this card shows up, this really talks about you getting a grip on your energy, calling it back. Because if you stay in this state for long periods of time with this 10, this is you being maxed out. The next stage is that your body physically gets sick. You get the flu, you get a cold, and then all of a sudden you're in bed and you're forced to delegate. You're forced to give out those responsibilities to other people because now your body's saying, well, if you won't rest, I'm going to make you rest. It's you taking a time out. So instead of making yourself sick, take a look at what it is that you are overstressing your body with and dial it back if you can. There's something to be said about that. It really is coming up in all the readings. Wow. Okay, everybody, that is what I have for you for today. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And please leave a comment after the video ends on YouTube. That really helps out too. And let me know where you're watching from. I'm getting ready to travel. I'm going to New Zealand, Australia, and Tasmania. I'm going to do public speaking, and I'm also going to be doing personal readings there while I'm seeing the country. So let me know where you're at, and maybe we can hook up while I'm there. I hope so. So that's another reason why you want to sign up for my newsletter. It's at the bottom of every single page on my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, because I'm going to post my itinerary there probably in another month, just because the travel is really weird right now with what's going on in the world. I'm going to wait a little bit longer before I buy my ticket, and then I'll post my itinerary and I'll know where I'm at. I know I'm going to be in New Zealand for sure, obviously, and then I'm going to be on the east coast of Australia. So Byron Bay, I'll be in that area. I'm going to the Crystal Castle. I'm going to go to Steve Irwin Zoo. There's certain things I know I'm going to be doing. I just don't have the exact dates yet because I have to wait to see when I buy my ticket. All right, everybody. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now. And thank you so much, moderators, for showing up tonight. I appreciate it.